Ladies and gentlemen, I have not said it. All of Jermaine Hooks' contact info is going to be in the description, in the show notes. Make sure you reach out to him if you're looking for a vacation villa, if you're looking for maybe a private, a new primary residence, and you're interested in moving to Tulum, Mexico. Reach out to Jermaine Hooks. He will get you the absolute best deal in the area. Well-connected guy. Make sure you're following everything that Jermaine does. Welcome to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Neal Oates Jr., Jermaine Hooks. Honor to have you here, sir. Been excited about this for a long time. I have a bio and an intro for you, but I think it's better if I just ask, who is Jermaine Hooks?
A connector of people, real estate advisor, lifestyle, luxury, hospitality.
Hospitality, that's the one I want. So you mentioned lifestyle, luxury, real estate, hospitality. Which is closest to your heart?
Definitely hospitality.
Why?
I've been in hospitality since I was in high school. Actually, knew I wanted to be in the hospitality side of the business since I was in elementary school.
Well, okay, so you say you were in it since high school. You knew since elementary, but because my audience, right? Many of them want to go beyond the velvet rope. They want to go into this thing where they're living a life of purpose and calling. For you to know in elementary school where you wanted to move into, where did the knowledge, the understanding, the aha come in? You want to be in hospitality.
Actually, at the time, I didn't know it was hospitality. I just knew I always wanted to own a hotel.
So you didn't know a name for it. You said, I want to own a hotel.
Right.
That's now, here's what I will say. What's your heritage or your background, your ethnicity?
African-American.
African-American. African-American hotel owner is rare in terms of the dream and the goal. Would you agree?
I would.
Where did that desire come from?
No, it just hit me one day. I was walking to school in elementary school, like, I want to own a hotel one day. And it just stuck with me.
And it stuck to you to this day?
Yeah.
So how many hotels do you currently own, if I may ask?
None at the moment.
None at the moment. Ladies and gentlemen, man, when I say we talking to the right one, baby, here we go. Okay, so you knew you wanted to own a hotel. You didn't know the name of it. Hey, I have this goal, this dream from elementary. High school, you said you've been in hospitality. Right. What did that look like as high school Jermaine?
Well, the high school I attended had a hospitality magnet program.
So, hey, hold on. Now, do we like the high school? Do we want to give them a shout out on the show or not?
Oh, yeah. Miami, New Orleans Senior High, class of 06.
So you from here?
Yeah.
Ooh, so you're rare, dude.
No, I get that a lot.
In Miami, we don't find a lot of people from Miami. We find a lot of people, we moved here when we were little.
Yeah.
But you're from here.
Yeah.
Okay, Miami, New Orleans?
Yeah, Miami, New Orleans Senior High School.
And then you said class of 06?
Yep.
Boy, he repping hard, man.
Yep.
You're
reunion coming up.
Okay, 20-year reunion. Do you attend or not?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Because you winning, that's why you attend. If you were losing, I'm still saying Hooks. If you're losing,
there's no such thing as losing to me.
Are you expecting, how many of your classmates are you expecting to see?
You want to say 100 plus?
How many do you keep in contact with right now?
On a daily?
No, just in general.
In general?
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
How many losers are there in the group that you're keeping in contact with?
Again, it's no losing.
Y'all see, I'm throwing them out there. Okay. So magnet program, go ahead.
Yeah.
So Miami Norland has this, the hospitality. Mm-hmm. What does that look like, dude?
Actually, it was a great experience, to be honest. We would take field trips to different hotels. We'll get, dining etiquette. Mm-hmm. Just cruise line.
Now, hold on. What age were you in this program? Either age or grade?
From 9th to 12th.
So you stayed in it?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
And then from there?
I attended FIU, Florida International University. I received a scholarship to go to their hospitality management program.
How? Is it because you were in?
Right, yeah. So the magnet leader, she would, advise us of different hospitality scholarships. And so I applied to one. And actually, I was, not to toot my own horn, maybe one of the only ones that received the scholarship to go to FIU all 4 years. Technically, the scholarship I received, I was supposed to go to Miami-Dade for 2 years. and then FIU for the last 2 years. But
But no, I don't know. But what?
they allowed me to go to FIU all 4 years.
Come on, that's so dope, dude.
Yeah, because initially I was going to UCF before I received the scholarship at the last minute, which actually made me go to FIU.
Okay, good decision or not?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
great decision.
so FIU the Panthers,
Correct.
right?
Golden Panthers. Yep.
My bad. FIU Golden Panthers. No disrespect to FIU Golden Panthers. So you go there, degree in hospitality. Goal is still, so all of this, not to just manage, not to work in, but to understand hospitality. Ultimate goal is still now
Owner.
hotel
Yep.
owner.
Yep.
Okay. So you mentioned real estate. Let's go here. How do you find yourself in real estate with a degree in hospitality?
So after I graduated, I became a personal assistant for a friend of mine who played football.
Okay, hold on now. Now, see, this is where, ladies and gentlemen, y'all, let me talk to my brother real quick. What have I told you? Personal assistant for a friend who plays football. Right, so he played what? High school football, college football. Do you see where we're going with this, sir?
Yeah.
Jermaine, come on. Okay, so once again, how do you get in real estate and action? How do you get in real estate with a hospitality degree?
Well, after I graduated with my degree, a friend of mine approached me about being his personal assistant, NFL football player.
Okay, so your friend who is an NFL football player, now we ain't name dropping, but I just want y'all to know this guy has been around the elite of the elite, but you still found yourself in a role where you are serving, where you're using your skills that translate from hospitality.
Correct.
Okay, I'm just in awe, right? Because this is where, ladies and gentlemen, we talk about on Beyond the Velvet Rope, serving the affluent. How do we get in? How do we live the lifestyle? I know lifestyle is a big part of what we're going to talk about today. What were your roles in that, and how did that lead you into real estate?
So my role with my friend was basically.
I love your level of discretion, dog. That's what I'm talking about. Ain't nothing else. Now, when you go for the elite and your foreign clientele, discretion is our calling card. I always tell people, if you have to ask who my clients are, you'll never be one of them. You know what I'm saying? He like, my friend. That's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
So,
your friend.
Yeah. My basically role with him was, booking travel, making sure he's on top of his game all around, even grocery shopping, making sure if we go out, I drive, make sure he's in
So he ain't got to worry about how much coffee he drink. You drive it.
Yeah.
Roger that. He gonna go crazy with the coffee.
Yep.
Got it.
Yeah, just basically keeping him at his peak.
Okay. So let me ask you, how is it, especially now, is your friend African American?
Yes.
I know. Okay. So how is it, because as an African American male, right, we're talking the alphas, to be the number one guy, right? To have it, well, if it, like, the light has to be on Jermaine Hooks. How do you find it? How did you find it? How did you navigate? Say, it's not about me, it's about us. And if I could take care of him, then we win. Was that an easy thing for you? Is that because of the education and the training, or is that at the heart of Jermaine Hooks?
That's just who I am, because I never wanted to be at the forefront of anything. I actually won unsung hero in high school, so I never wanted to be like that guy.
Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, this is why I had to fight Jermaine to be on the show, because he never wants to be recognized as that guy, but he, as he just mentioned, he is an unsung hero, and he has been pivotal into some things that I have done, especially lately, him calling me out and saying, nah, bro, let's go big. And I'm like, it's funny that you would tell me that, Jermaine Hooks, Mr. Unsung Hero. So never a challenge for you. You played the role very well.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah. And then once he retired, so we were in San Diego for 2 years, and then in Jersey for 2 years. And then once he retired, I came back home, and then.
Now check this out. 4 years, retirement, right? And so now, ladies and gentlemen, understand, at this time, you're still a young man.
Yeah.
And now Jermaine is saying, hey, well, it was a heck of a run. We got to figure something out.
So that's when I came back home and got into real estate.
How has real estate treated you so far?
Real estate is great. Like, I
For
love
real?
real estate. Yeah.
You love it?
I love it.
Does it love you back?
I would say yes. You know, it has its challenges like anything else, but I would definitely say it does love me back.
Okay, so because I want to get into that part of the heart of you, right? We see elementary school. I don't know the name of it, but I want to own a hotel.
Yeah.
You go to high school, magnet program for this. Now, did you choose the high school based on that? Did you know that? No. So you didn't even know. So God been looking out for you for a long time, right? God, I'm almost frustrated with you. You know why?
With me.
Yeah. You've been moving these strings and you had this thing. You would stop and think that as an elementary school kid, you had this thing, you get into a high school that has this program, you go to a college you ain't even supposed to go to for 4 years on this scholarship.
Yeah.
Do you ever look at that and be like, all right, you got me?
Yeah. Yep. 1,000%.
Charlie, man, see, this is how I know God blessed the right people. Because if that kind of stuff happened to me, my head be so big that, come on. Y'all wouldn't even get that on my head. They'd be like, man, I need a bed sheet on this Negro right here, man. Okay, so we go through this. What has hospitality, what you learned at FIU, repping the Golden Panthers, going through Miami Northern, class of 06, I listened. What has all of that done for your real estate career?
Well, actually, it's funny because I want to say maybe a year or two in my real estate career, that's when I realized hotels is real estate. I didn't know. Yeah, so I realized it's real estate. So I was like, you know what? It's crazy. Everything is like commingling with each other.
Not commingling funds, ladies and gentlemen. We do not commingle funds.
Right.
Should be clear about that.
Fact.
So everything is interconnected. So now the light bulb is hitting.
Yeah.
And you're in this space where one thing I noticed, right? The caliber of individuals that you're working with high level. And so we'll talk about the opportunity and the challenges there for Mr. Unsung Hero. But you never compete with your clientele, right? Especially in the affluent niches and everything. You're there to serve.
Right.
You are there to help, to make sure that they are the main character and the heroes in their story. How has that treated you?
It's been good, you know, to transition from initially when I got into real estate from residential to now, like, you know, transferring to the commercial side, to the luxury side. You're still an advisor, but it's not like a teaching role. It's more of a, you know, helping role. And because most of the luxury clientele know what they want already. You know,
man,
they'll tell you exactly, this is what I want, X, Y, Z. All right, then it's not your job.
Okay, so now here's where many of our colleagues, they're like, man, they're difficult. They're choicy. They're picky. They're demanding. I like a client who knows, man, I want this right here. And if you don't find it, don't waste my time. Are all those absolute must-haves, every bit of them. Or maybe I'll take an exception on this one. I'm like, perfect. So now I'm not wasting my time looking at hundreds of thousands. I'm looking at the 3 properties that meet their criteria. And so on that, when it comes to moving into the affluent clientele, right? You transitioning from wanting to help everyone. I know your servant heart. You want to help everyone. And this is where you and I have had some conversation. And ladies and gentlemen, y'all can agree or disagree, but as long as we got the microphones, we're going to share our point of view. You can't help everyone.
Facts.
For a long time, your heart was to help everyone who needs help and not everyone who wanted help.
Right.
There's a difference.
Right.
So now that you've moved into helping those who want the help, what has life and business looked like for you?
It's a lot easier.
Come on. It's not easy, but it's easier.
Easier, yeah.
Why?
Because, again, like you say, they know what they want. I like somebody that knows what they want. It's like, all right, mom, you got it down to a T. Maybe it don't have to be down to a T, but you know majority of what you want.
Right.
I mean, when I first got on real estate, I was working with clients where like, oh yeah, they give you like, I want to look at places from Orlando to down south. I'm like,
and but that's where a lot of us start, because I'm going to in your hospitality training, you had someone to look up to. You had someone to sort of advise you, someone to guide you, right? In your training, you mentioned that you had the mentor, the advisor, counselor lady who helped advise you. In real estate, it's rare to find someone who's going to say, hey, let me show you the ropes. So they say, you got your license, now you need to get paid. You already done spent $1,500 before you did anything, before you made it.
Right.
So when they say, I want Orlando to the Keys, you're like, okay, that got a lot to work with. Only to realize, nah, bro, that ain't it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you're at the point where Jermaine Hooks, working with affluent clientele, international, global, getting into the commercial space, understanding that hotel is real estate. What's the ultimate goal?
For me, the ultimate goal is to own hotels, apartment complexes, and a few restaurant franchises.
Dang.
Yeah.
Hey, man, so right now, how many do you own right now?
None right now.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want y'all to know that I'm bringing Jermaine Hooks to you early on. But when we look back at this in 12 months after he has his first hotel, y'all see, I'm not putting on, like, man, you thought he was going to say 12 years. Nah, bruh. Hey, success requires speed, baby. Money, wealth requires speed. All right, so I want to go somewhere. Can I go there?
Let's go.
Man, you travel.
Yeah.
Nah, bruh, you travel. Fair to say?
I guess.
Your homeboys are called the passport boys. Am I right?
I don't know about that.
So check this out. What is it about traveling for you that gets you there, right? But because you're great at what you do, but every time you come back from a trip, when I say even before you leave for a trip, the creativity, your mind, your synapses start firing. Then you come back and you're like, oh, Neal. And I'm like, dude, you on fire. So I'd be scared for you to leave and scared for you to come back. Because I know my dog finna be on fire. So what is it about the idea of traveling, whether it's domestic, international, that gets you fired up?
I just learn new cultures, see new people, learn new things. That's basically it for me. Learning the different cultures, I think that's the most important to me.
Now, check this out. So you went to Dublin, Ireland recently.
Yep.
To watch football. Let's be clear. My dog is going internationally to watch a football game. Not just a football game. Who did you go watch?
The Steelers versus the Vikings.
Ladies, I don't know if y'all can see his kneecap. I'm a diehard family. Y'all know I'm a diehard Ravens fan. This is not our year so far. Don't say nothing. My man's kneecap is tatted with the Steelers shield on it, right? So there's no reason why we should be sitting here having this conversation in my house, right? This should not be happening. But to be able to go to Ireland to watch a football game, what does that mean to not only you, but I know people are watching you, right? They're looking at you. What does it mean to show people what's possible, not for someone else, not for the majority, for a Caucasian old white guy?
Yeah.
What does it mean for a young black man to travel internationally for a football game for yourself and for those who are looking at Jermaine Hooks?
That is possible. I had somebody reach out to me like, you went out there for the football game? Like, I'm like, yeah. He's like, hey, man. I'm like, bro, what you waiting on? You got to live life.
Come on.
Every day ain't promised.
Say that again, man.
Every day not promised. So a lot of people like to wait until they 60s.
Time out right there. Good is it to travel overseas if you can't even walk around, bro? Wife and I, we just came back from a cruise. Yeah. And I love cruising, right? But boy, it hurts my heart to see so many people with like the blue tag, meaning that's their first time cruising, and you can tell, right? And they're just like this. And I'm like, man, you waited your whole life to experience this for the first time. And I'm glad they got to do it. Yeah. But now they're like, well, how can I get to my next one? How can I do this again? And so for me, I tell you, you're inspiring because to see what you do. And think about it. The person who reached out to you, you probably didn't even know they were watching or expecting them to even comment, did you?
No.
Dude, it's a big deal. You talk about experiences, cultures. You're willing to try almost anything. Ladies and gentlemen, I said almost anything. Don't question the man's integrity, okay? You're not a beer drinker.
No.
But you're in Ireland. You're at the Guinness Brewery.
Yeah.
Oh, let me have a pint.
Yeah.
I tried it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is where Jermaine is a lot more politically correct than me. It was horrible. It was horrible.
Yeah, it's not my cup of tea.
It was the dark joint too. It was the big head on it and everything. But you gave it a shot.
Yeah, I gave it a try.
Okay. Then you come back. You're home for a few days.
Yeah, about a week and a half.
A week and a half. And you're back on the plane again.
Yeah.
To Africa.
Yeah.
This time not for a football game, for a loved one's wedding. What was Africa? Have you been to Africa before?
That was actually my first time.
What was it like?
Man, that was a great experience.
What was the best part about the entire Africa experience for you?
That's tough. It was no specific part because me and a friend, so we went for a wedding. They had two ceremonies, the African ceremony and the American ceremony.
Okay, let's talk about that right there.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference between the African ceremony and the American ceremony?
Excuse me. So I guess in the Zambian culture, that was an experience because the bride has to prepare almost over 200 meals, like different foods, and they bring it to the groom's feet the day of the ceremony. They wash his feet, they wash his face, and that was an experience. That's the first time I ever experienced anything like that.
Okay, and you being a lover of cultures,
yeah,
right? How open were your eyes? And you're like, man, I've never seen this.
Yeah, it was like, man, that's different.
So all of a sudden, you're like, man, that not only is that different, you're like, boy, you talk about the level of commitment, level of sacrifice.
Right.
Ladies, man, that expectation is changed. I'll be like, man, you can't be around here upset that I take you to cheesecake.
Yeah.
Okay. So big difference there in that part. What was the American? And so I want to know, how was the reception of the two cultures when they do the African culture wedding, the Zambian wedding, and the American wedding? Did you find that it was a challenge for one culture or the other, or were they open and accepting of both ceremonies?
I think they were very open and accepting of both.
How cool is that to see?
Definitely.
Especially in 2025, right?
Yeah.
Because here, what we call home,
mm-hmm.
we see it's so divisive in everything. Like, you have one American ceremony and people fighting. And you're sitting here having someone say, well, this is who I am. This is part of who I am, how I came up. I want to do this. And the other person be like, I welcome you. I welcome all of your family. I welcome who you are. What did that teach you about yourself?
Big shout out to all the Zambian crew out there. They welcomed us with open arms. It was a
ridiculous welcome.
Yeah, it was great.
So you felt at home.
At home, yeah.
They did not feel like a foreigner, an outsider, nothing.
No, not at all.
That's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
Come on, Doc.
Big shout out to Nia and Darius.
Darius, man, hey, if y'all made this guy feel welcome, first of all, I'm not gonna say I need to up your security or your standards, but you know he's okay. All right, so we have that part with the experience, different cultures. Now I want to jump to how we met.
Okay.
You and I, because this is some fun stuff here. Woo, boy, I figured you were a Negro. Right? I figured you were an African American when we met, man. But we met in a Certified International Property Specialist class.
Yep.
I'm teaching.
Mm-hmm.
You're attending the class.
Right.
It is a free designation class because you pay your dues early and all that stuff. Got excellence.
Yeah.
Hey, man, let me pay this, get this out the way. I'm in it. I'm committed to the industry. You come in and you're in there and I say something in class. And I say, oh, the other 4 classes are boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
You immediately come up to me. Hey, bruh. Now, ladies and gentlemen, he was more respectful than that. This is family talking right here.
Yeah.
You come up and you say, hey, I just signed up for the other 4 classes. Why?
To be honest, because of you.
Now, see, I wasn't expecting that, lady. Your boy blushing. So what do you mean by that, if I may ask? Because I don't know.
Yeah. So I've attended plenty of classes with the association, but you grabbed my attention in regards to just the way your personality, your character, and the way you teach. So I was, you know what? I'm gonna sign up for the other 4 classes.
Now, here's what I will say. I'm in front of tens of thousands of realtors and class attendees every year. You are, and I've said this, and you could tell that I'm not lying to you because my homeboy Charles said the same thing, right? He's like, boss, we just met him. You letting him in like this? I was like, dude. He's like, man, what about this person and that person and that person? He's naming people from like 10 years ago. Like, nah, they ain't never done the first thing. So some things happen in the course of the first day. The first day, you sign up for the additional classes. You go online without telling me. You buy the book, The Affluent Negroes. You come back the next week, and I think like 2 days, you're like, hey, man, I read the book, man. I'm already applying stuff. And I'm sitting here like, oh, this kid is not playing. The difference in the first day that I met Jermaine Hooks and the second day, when I say it was a marked difference, I'm willing to share with the audience what the marked difference was. Because if not, it just stays buried in the vault.
My appearance. Yeah. I came to the first class in a hoodie and some jogger pants. Yeah. So the next 4 classes, I was like, you know what? You said like with being international property specialist when it comes to luxury hospitality, it's all about appearance. First,
But you knew this already. So let's be clear.
I did.
You knew this because when I did my research, when I say I was insulted at the first Jermaine that I got, and I was surprisingly pleased with the Jermaine Hooks that I know now.
Yeah.
Man, dude, when I'm talking about a new 3-piece suit, every closing, dope boy fresh, right? Open casket sharp, right? Why, and this, like, why not be that person? Because I feel like that's who you really are.
Yeah.
I feel like that's your normal. I look at you dressed now, and I say, man, I'm wearing shorts and a polo. Bruh, my shorts and polo we dress the same, but we ain't dress the same. Ladies and gentlemen, we dress the same, but we ain't dressed the same. You like the quality of the fabric ain't the same. You know what I mean? So why do you go from who you are to who I saw on day one?
I would say basically my upbringing.
Meaning?
Like the area, the people I grew up around.
Nah, man, they ain't gonna hurt your feelings. Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all know. Elaborate.
No, but basically the area I grew up in, where I grew up around, comfortable, hoodie, pants, sweats. That's what it is.
But that's not who you are, or is that? But because when I look at you, when I hear you speak, when I see you interact, so on day one, ladies and gentlemen, I saw a young man sitting in my class who no one, like, dude, when I say you were invisible, you were invisible.
Yeah.
Right? Second class. Everybody like, who is she? I'm like, that's the same dude that was sitting there, number one.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, because of the way you dressed,
Yeah.
all of a sudden, everyone was like, Neal, who is that? I'm like, why y'all asking me? They're like, the way he dressed, you gotta know who he is. And I'm like, I do know who he is, but y'all don't, like, come on, y'all playing through the stereotypes, right? So are you more comfortable, or are you comfortable even like this? Are you comfortable? Because I know you don't want to have the spotlight on you.
Yeah.
But bro, you got it.
I would say I could do both. I'm comfortable either way. It doesn't matter. But when I know it's a time and place for everything.
Right.
So when it's time to step, I'm going to step.
Well, you stepped too. Ladies and gentlemen, man, the moment he told me he had signed up for the rest of the classes, I went to Men's Warehouse. I said, what will not happen is they would not say, Neal, could you let him stand in the front while we take this class photo? Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. All right, so let's talk about that. My audience, the audience that we have here, beyond the velvet rope, want to work with the affluent clientele. They want to break into this thing. How important is perception? How important is that first impression? How important is the way we look, the way we speak, the way we dress, the way we talk, like when we show up, our demeanor, our personality? How important is that?
Oh, it's very important. First impressions is everything. Because the first impression basically speaks before you even talk.
Come on. Man, I saw Jermaine say, gang, gang.
Yeah, before it basically introduces you before you even introduce yourself.
So how have you, because this is what I know you're doing some amazing things internationally, globally, right? How are you leveraging, how are you using your connections, that first impression that people get to your benefit to grow your business?
How I'm using it is basically, again, it speaks before you even talk. So, and a lot of I have a good friend of mine. He trusts me and he knows I know what I'm doing. So he introduced me.
Hold on. You know how rare that is to have good friends that trust you? Like, that Negro don't know what he's doing, man. Man, because how long have you known this good friend?
Since middle school.
So he knew you before you knew what you were doing.
Yeah.
He knew you were just a knucklehead kid.
Yeah.
He knew you for all the lies you told, all the mistakes you made, all that stuff, but he also knows the character that you have.
Right.
And so that's why he can trust this Jermaine Hooks, the professional.
Right.
Okay, continue. So, ladies and gentlemen, and so I do want to say this. Jermaine, he said it, but I don't want you all to miss it. These people in our lives, a lot of times we think that, well, our family, our friends, they know us, they don't want to use us, they don't trust us, but a lot of times it's because they know our character. So if you look and you have people who aren't using you, don't point the finger at them before you look at yourself and say, well, what am I made of? What are they seeing in me? So this friend of yours, he saw your character. He sees your character. He trusts you with what?
So he basically made the connection with some developers in Mexico, in Tulum. So,
hey, man, you know what I'm going to say? Every time you say Tulum, I say that's where Nipsey Hussle said, we just docked the smoke. Man, we docked the smoke in Tulum and saw the Mayan ruins.
Yeah. He made that connection. So now they have allowed me, to market there. They have 3 luxury villas for sale. And I'm planning on selling all 3.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I have not said it. All of Jermaine Hooks' contact info is going to be in the description, in the show notes. Make sure you reach out to him if you're looking for a vacation villa, if you're looking for maybe a new primary residence, and you're interested in moving to Tulum, Mexico. Reach out to Jermaine Hooks. He will get you the absolute best deal in the area. Well-connected guy. Make sure you're following everything that Jermaine does. You all are going to see a lot of Jermaine and Neal and Jermaine. And so I believe in connection, energy. That's why we're doing this in person and not via Zoom or virtual. So let's talk about this. What does it feel like to, one, be Mr. Unsung Hero, right? To now almost being forced into the limelight, right? Because you're comfortable, even as I say that, you're like, right? So, because the only agents that get paid, the only secret agents that get paid are James Bond, right?
Yeah,
so in real estate, you have to be out there.
Yeah.
What does this feel like for you? Is it uncomfortable? Are you accepting of it? Is it something that you're open to? What does that feel like?
Yeah, I'm accepting of it and open to it. It is uncomfortable a little bit because.
So with it being uncomfortable, how do you overcome that?
It's just something you just have to do. Like in today's age, social media, you have to market yourself.
That's that first sale, right? You got to sell yourself.
Yeah, you got to sell yourself. That's it. So marketing yourself is basically almost number one.
Man. So let me ask you this. When we talk about this entire idea of the ultimate goal, hotel owner, in class, we had some individuals, and we talked about how close they are. We used to hear about the 6 degrees of separation.
Yeah.
I mentioned a name in class, and I'm like, Patel. My man's eyes light up. He said, boy, come on, shawty. That's Alabama needs for, come on, sir. Come on, shawty. Talk about how close or when the light bulb hits that you're closer to your dream, you're closer to your dream being a reality than you ever thought, right? Elementary school Jermaine is, I'm going to dare to say, 1 or 2 conversations away from elementary school Jermaine's dream being Jermaine Hooks' reality. Talk about that for a moment.
So, kind of like how you said earlier, it's like, oh, African American hotel owner is rare. Like, and to be honest, I believe the stat says we only own 13% of the market share of as hotel owners. I'm back to the name you mentioned, Patel. The Patels and AHOA, which is Asian American Hotel Owner Association, they own about 70 to 75% of the market share.
Correct.
So I attend the past 2 years. I attend the NAPHOA, which is the National Association of Hotel Owner Operators and Developers conference, and I've met with some of the Patels because they actually kind of like influenced Dr. Ingram, who's the president of NAPHOA, to start NAPHOA because they saw they're encouraging us to become to kind of get to where they are. So it's and attending that conference the past 2 years, it's just like it's there.
It's not way out there.
Yeah,
so now, how does that make? Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're here about, right? This is what we're here for. Know that it's there.
Yeah.
Because, like, before you had a dream, okay, yeah, I got a dream, and
yeah,
I'm being an astronaut, want to be the president, whatever, it's out there.
Yeah.
To now know that it's there.
Yeah.
How does that impact your daily decisions and the motivation and the actions that you take on a daily basis?
But it definitely impacts because now it's more intentional. Like, it's just like you move with intention now because it's so close. It's just like, okay, it's like you say, 6 degrees separation is like 1 or 2 decisions away. So it's more intentional now for me, as in what I do, like being intentional with networking, who I meet, the relationships I build. So I would definitely say.
So here's where I want to go. People are going to watch this. They're going to see 2 brothers talking, affluent Negroes talking, affluentnegroes.com. Get your copy of Jermaine, tell them how good the book is, dog.
The book is great. It's not just because you wrote that.
So look, I'm rereading it right now. So when it comes to my own stuff, I'm like, it's okay. It's okay. I'm rereading it. This is my, I think, 6th time rereading it. And now I'm reading it like as a reader, not the author.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here like, this is some good stuff.
Yeah.
And so finally, I'm starting to accept the kind words, right? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, theaffluentnegroes.com. Go get your copy of the book. Yeah, not because Neal Oates said it, but because Mr. Jermaine Hooks, international global hotelier, right, extraordinaire, because he says it.
Yeah.
So let's go here. We got 2 brothers sitting here having conversations. People are going to say they're the exception. They had everything laid out for them. They're lying, right?
Yeah.
We know they're going to say it.
Yeah.
Right? It's not real. It's good for them, but it's not possible for me. What do you say to those people?
We regular people just like you.
Man, I ain't regular, man. Come on. I'm lying. Y'all know me.
No, but if we could do it, anybody could do it, really. I'm not special. Definitely. If I can do it, anybody else can do it.
Right.
So that's just how I feel. Like, you just gotta put your mind to it and stop getting in your own way.
There we go. Now we're there. So let me ask you, how long did it take you to get out of your own way?
I just recently got out of my own way. Oh. Yeah, I just honestly, I just recently got out of my own way. I've been in my own way this whole time.
So why is that, you think? Does it go back to our upbringing, the environment, what we were told is possible for us? You think that had a big impact?
Yeah, I think so. And also now with the information age, us being privy to a lot of information on the internet, I think
ain't no excuses, huh?
yeah. I think this is our time to make that transition because there's really no excuse because all the information we have it.
So let me ask you, what was your first step in getting out of your own way? What was the first thing that had to happen for you to really say this is possible?
Therapy, yeah, my therapist.
Hey,
Shout
sir,
out Dr. Tasha.
Dr. Tasha, check this out. As a Negro, an American, strong black man.
Mm-hmm. Therapy. That helped. That was the I would say the leading path of me getting out of my own way.
What got you, may I ask, and you don't have to answer this, what gets you to the point where you say, it's okay for me to talk to someone? It's okay for me to seek professional help. It doesn't make me weak.
What got me to that point, I started seeing a therapist for relationship issues.
Okay.
But then after that, I stuck with it. I was like, hey, I like this. There's nothing wrong with this. Because it always in our community, it's always been a stigma where like,
let's go.
They're like, oh, what's wrong with you? Like, why are you going to therapy?
Now you go to a therapist, that means that you messed up. Nah, we don't talk about that.
Exactly.
Don't touch him. We're gonna get the cooties every time we go to a therapist.
Yeah. So once I realized like ain't nothing wrong with that, I stuck with it. I'm still in therapy now. Like I see my therapist every other one.
Okay, so now I talk to you. I know you. You're doing good. Is that fair to say?
Doing okay.
You're doing good. Okay. Why continue therapy?
Oh, therapy is, I mean, it's not only when something's going wrong. It's not, therapy is not only when something's going wrong. It was like, you know, it's there for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, like, and so that's why I continue to go, even when nothing wrong with me, like as I would think, or like I'm no relationship issues or anything like that. But I still go because it's you know, it's therapeutic.
Come on, therapy is therapeutic. That's the quote for the day. So first of all, I want to thank you for hanging out with me. Like this has just been amazing. And ladies and gentlemen, follow Jermaine Hooks on all social platforms. Especially if you are looking to purchase in Tulum, Mexico. If you all want a fantastic real estate professional to represent you on the selling side, this is the guy. But you better get him quick, get us quick, because we're like 2 more years. We're on the G650 ER and we're out of here. We don't know when we're coming back or if we're coming back. We're going to be handling everything virtually remotely. Is that correct?
Correct.
Fremo, get your passport. Jermaine got your seat on the G650 right now. I'm just putting it out there. So he's giving a shout out to his folks. Fremo White, the third. Fremo, get your passport, bruh. And then y'all can duke it out. I think y'all in the same weight class. Now we have an MMA fight to see who get the last seat on the plane. So before we have some fun, what has been the biggest eye opener for Jermaine Hooks in the past, I'm going to say past year? What has been the thing that your eyes have been open to the most, or that has caused you to look at life differently in the past year?
I would definitely say the relationships you form. You don't know who knows who, and ask for what you want.
Come on, don't play.
Yeah,
you know that's a big one for me.
Because you don't know who knows who. So if you just have to put it out there in the universe. Like if I was saying, hey, I need this, and I don't know who you know. And hold on,
wait, stop. Ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, your boy's looking for a free G650 ER. Family, if y'all been rocking with me for any few months, y'all know what I'm looking for. I need a free Gulfstream 650 ER extended range. I want the gas, the pilot, and the hangar covered, the maintenance covered, because I'm going to use that 650 ER to do God's work. Someone out there has a G650 that they want to donate, setting up the nonprofit so you can donate the 650 to the nonprofit, and we'll use that in the appropriate ways. If you don't know someone, ask your cousin, your mama's niece, somebody. Go ahead, Jermaine.
Yeah.
That's it? That's what you got?
Yeah.
Okay, so can we have some fun really quick?
Yeah.
So first of all, thank you for your time.
I appreciate you.
This has been great. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have.
I have.
So here we go. Rapid fire questions. I did not tell you that these. You do notice that the entire list of 20-something questions I sent to you, we did not cover any of them.
Right.
Okay, so here we go. Favorite color?
Navy blue.
Why?
It's just my color. Navy blue. And then I'll give you a backup smoke gray.
Smoke gray, navy blue.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite food?
I don't really have a favorite food. I'm just a foodie. Like, it's crazy because the Africa trip, everybody's like, I look at you different now. You eat.
You have tried everything and you getting down on it, huh?
Like, bro, I didn't know you could eat so much. I was like, I don't think I eat that much, but
they look at your stature, they look at your size, and they be like, oh, he probably gonna have split pea soup. You're like, nah, bro, coming back again. So you're a foodie. Have you always been that way?
No. I actually grown into this. Especially being in hospitality, like in college, you try new food, and especially in college, we actually had to take 2 cooking classes. So I had the pleasure of learning how to cook duck. And
hold on, Peking duck, right? Is it Peking?
Yeah.
Peking? Peking? I don't know. That's the Aflac duck. That's the white duck with the orange thing. That's crazy. So everybody talking about the Peking duck. I'm like, y'all eating the Aflac duck? That's why. Tiny man said we need no insurance, man.
Yeah, and it's funny. I cooked it, but I never tried it because, to me, the stench of cooking it wasn't appetizing.
So check this out. For one of my summer jobs, the clientele that I work with, they're like, Neal, let's go out, let's have dinner. Fantastic. We know a fantastic seafood place. Cool. Roger that. I'm from Alabama. We eat catfish. You should try the lobster. Neal, the lobsters. Neal, what's wrong? One of my summer jobs, my job was to clean lobster at a restaurant. All day, every day.
Yeah.
Break them open.
Yeah.
Cleaning lobster. I've never eaten a lobster after that job. And had plenty of opportunity. So with you and the duck, you're like, man, the smell, I can't get past it. I hear lobster and it's like, yeah, not gonna do it. So duck on the menu. Do we see it as a foodie? Duck on the menu.
I'll try it because I never tried it. So I'm open to trying it at least once.
Hold on. So if you're in Gordon Ramsay's kitchen, you've cooked it. Would he call you a stupid cow because you didn't taste it? You're supposed to taste all your food.
I mean, at that time I was in college. I was just like, yeah, nah.
So you preparing stuff, giving it to them, putting it on their plate. You like,
yeah.
Okay. So no favorite food, but you're a foodie, so you're open to trying different things, and duck is on the menu. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you own a restaurant, because I know you're talking about you're going to own fine dining establishments, right? We're not talking about Wingstops.
I'm open to franchises too.
Oh, franchises too? You said, come on, Empire. So you're you're going to be a smaller Shaquille O'Neal. My dog say, put me in the game. From hotels to Gold Bond lotion. If you had to be sponsored by a car, what car would it be? What car brand? What car brand would it be? Because he's with the Lincoln joints and all that, but then he also has the general car insurance. So if you had to be sponsored by a car or had to endorse a car brand, which one would it be?
That's
mine.
I'm a car person. So.
Oh, you are a car person, because I'm not. Do you know what mine would be? Can I tell you what mine would be?
Well, yeah.
Man, I would only endorse Chevy. Chevy trucks. And that would have to be dually diesel burning country white boy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Black smoke don't mean it's broke. I'm on red foreign to live kids. I'm gonna run over everybody. So you're a car guy.
I'm a car guy, so it's tough. My favorite car is Ferrari.
So Ferrari looking for a brand ambassador.
Oh yeah.
Called Jermaine Hooks.
Oh yeah.
I'm there.
I'm in there.
No question.
Not a question. I'm in there.
We don't know who knows who.
Yeah.
Ferrari. Jermaine Hooks. He's a good look. I'm telling you. Hey, and he can fit in the car easy. He like Shaq, you know what I'm saying? Look, we put you behind the wheel of a Ferrari, put it up to your hotels and your restaurant in your hotel. Yeah. Dude, that thing is mean.
Man, I remember the first time me driving a Ferrari. It was actually when I was working for my friend who played football. one of his teammates, he had his car shipped. He's from Atlanta. He had his car shipped to the facility, and he like, I don't want the owner to see it. And so he's like, look, and then it was like their spring game or something like that. So he was like, look, I want you to, when they deliver it, I want you to take it. You know what I'm saying? Just go get a wash, and then whatever. So I'm like, hi.
Okay. How old are you at this time?
Man, this had to be 20. Oh man. I had to be like 20, 23, 24.
They don't even know what he don't even know what he asked you to do.
I'm out on the city of the
He said, in the city.
So I went and got a wash. It was crazy because everybody at the car wash was like, they see me, it's like, who are you? Are you a rapper or something? And it's like, nah. So man, I got a wash. So I'm just cruising around the city like, man, I don't know, next time I'm being behind a Ferrari, I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy it.
So let me see. Is a Ferrari on the list?
Oh yeah.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah. Again, I'm a car person. It's multiple cars that I want, but
okay, Ferrari is one. What's another?
It's not 11 Lamborghini. I'm in.
Okay, the Porsche. That's a classic one, right? So like that's the one where the Porsche owners look at you and they just nod their head, like okay, yeah, you got it. You got the muscle on there, but you also like you're reserved elite.
Yeah.
Because you could go McLaren, you could go with the Ferrari, the Lambo. They're like, you drive the 911. They're like, oh, that's a different kind of knowledge.
Yeah. So actually, what I plan on doing is having, residents between, of course, here, Miami, South Florida, Atlanta, Houston.
You love Atlanta, man.
Love Atlanta.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Love Atlanta.
This is where my dog, he gonna have to wear me down on Atlanta. Y'all watch this from Atlanta. Man, y'all tell me why we should go to Atlanta. Because I'm trying to talk him out of Atlanta. I think that he's bigger than Atlanta.
I love Atlanta. That's my second home. I consider
I know you do, and that's why I'm trying to tell you, man, with who you want, what you got, we can find a second, third, fourth, fifth home before we go to Atlanta. Before we go to Atlanta. But you're like, nah, Atlanta gonna be number 2. And then you said Houston. And
they said I haven't been to Dallas, but they said I need to visit Dallas. So
yeah, you need to visit.
Yeah.
And get that out of your system. And then we jump on the G650ER International.
Oh yeah, that's no doubt for sure.
Okay, so you took me down a detour since we're talking about cars. I think detour is fitting. What is one talent that you don't have that you wish you did?
A talent don't have.
Unless you're just so talented, you don't.
No. Oh, that's a great question. I don't even know if it's considered a talent. I'm more of on a reserved side, quiet side, introvert side. The gift of gab, I think I wish I had.
You ain't got that. I feel like you got it.
I don't. To me, I think I don't.
I've seen you in real world. You're a bad man, sir.
Well, I appreciate it. So, yeah. Outside of that, man, that's a great question. I never thought about it. Talent that I wish I had. We're gonna have to circle back on that one.
All right, we're gonna. So, ladies and gentlemen, next episode that Jermaine Hooks and I do, then we'll get into it. All right. Now, this is one where my legal team has informed me. Now, my legal team doesn't really exist, but they did tell me that you do not have to answer this question.
Okay.
What is a nickname that only your family calls you?
Man, I have a lot of nicknames.
Are you willing to share any of them?
Yeah. So my Atlanta peeps, they call me TT.
TT.
Yeah, watch the game, the TV show, The Game. Okay, so The Game is based off like
I know that, but I've never watched. I've seen the.
Okay, so one of the main characters, the football player, he had a personal assistant, and his name was TT. So that's what the Atlanta peeps called me TT. When I was my personal assistant. Everybody, all my frat brothers, and mostly everybody.
So you just gonna say frat? You ain't gonna rep your frat?
Oh,
I mean, cause you talking about Miami Norland, you talking about FIU Golden Panthers, and you're gonna say frat brothers and leave it right there.
Shout out to TD, Tall Delta, man, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Follow 8 Ace Club.
Okay, all right. See now, listen, I agree. Listen out. We don't know who knows who. You might have a bro out there that, like, man, I need to get somebody a hotel franchise.
Yeah.
This is the guy. And he knows a guy if you want to give a G650 ER to, or a Chevy Silverado High Country Midnight Edition with dualies. I'm not asking for a hotel. You give me a Chevy Silverado, black smoke don't mean it's broke. Okay, so
Yeah.
frat brothers call you.
Yeah, everybody call me by my last name, Hooks. Yeah, a lot of people just call me Yo Hooks, you know, so by my last name. And then,
Okay, keep going, because then I have a question.
Yeah, J Hooks, or, you know, I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
I'll leave it at
Because
that.
ladies, y'all saw it, gentlemen, y'all saw it. There was one. That thing, it came right here, and y'all know. See, I should have put some more coffee in your cup. Next time we're gonna use an extra large coffee cup. So if I see you out and you're across the way,
Yeah.
Yo, what do I say?
You call me Hooks.
Yo, Hooks, J Hooks,
J Hooks.
TT. If I say TT, you're gonna know that. If I say that here, you're gonna be like, man, who's from Atlanta in the crib?
Yeah, like only people from Atlanta call me that.
So Hooks, J Hooks,
Yeah,
or Jermaine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, got it. If you're talking to 20-year-old Jermaine, what do you tell him today?
Oh man, don't worry about the you know, the journey. It's gonna work itself out. Like, it's a part of your process. Like, you don't rush it. Don't rush it, because 20-year-old me, like, man, I need to get it now. Like, I'm trying to be.
Hold on, time out. Why is that all of our story? And this is what I found. It doesn't matter who I talk to. It doesn't matter who I ask that question to. The overwhelming majority, we're telling ourselves, slow down.
Yeah.
Don't try to get it so fast. Trust the process. It's gonna come.
Yeah.
You're that guy. You're rushing, wanting it to happen.
Yeah.
Today, yesterday, 2 weeks ago.
See, our generation is a microwave generation. Like, we want it like yesterday, and it just don't work that way. So definitely, I would say trust the process. You know, just let it work itself out. Don't rush it, because when you rush it, you may skip a step that's vital to your process, and now you got to start back over.
So what's the saying? If you didn't have time to do it right the first time, when you gonna have time to do it right again? Okay. The best piece of advice you've ever received.
How you do one thing is how you do everything. So if you try to take shortcuts on something, you're gonna try to take shortcuts on everything.
So you look at the way someone treats you, or treats the help, and you're like, oh, I see what your character is like.
Facts.
So, and then in hospitality, I know you see that quick. Huh?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, they be like dismissing someone. You're like, I'm not dealing with you, dude.
Yeah.
Like, no, ma'am, you can't get none of this over here. You own that.
1,000%.
All right. What is one? Or do you watch movies? Are you a movie guy or not?
I am.
Okay, because I'm not. So
okay.
What is one movie that if you're flipping through and if it's on, you stop and watch it every single time, even if it's the last 10 minutes of the movie? What's the one?
Oh, that's a great one, because I'm really a movie guy.
Oh, you that guy for real, for real.
Yeah, it's not just one. Coming to America.
Why am I not surprised it's Coming to America, man? Did you like 2?
I like 2. It's not 1, but I did like 2.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't want
it's hard to beat. The 1 is a classic.
That thing is wild.
Yeah.
I don't even like movies, and I like that movie.
Yeah, 1 is a classic. 2. Don't get me wrong. 2 was good, but it's not 1,
because the standard, the bar for 1 was so high, especially in the time and what it meant for when we watched it. Okay, all right. So Coming to America is 1. Give me one more.
One more. Being that I'm into like private jets, fighter jets, what's the one with Tom Cruise?
Top Gun.
Top Gun.
So you just like the jet deal. You like, listen, let's get it.
I have a low-key infatuation with jets and private jets.
Another thing that got us connected. Yeah, you're like, oh man, this dude right here, I might be able to vibe with him. And then you said to me, I'm like, come on, kindred spirits, man. Okay, last question. Jermaine Hooks, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Positive influence now, knowing now, based off my faith, a servant leader. Like, because if you can't, that's what we're here for, is to serve others. Positive influence, a servant leader, And a fly young guy, man.
Man, he gonna be in the Fluent Negro. We're gonna be the Fluent Negro. Let's go, man. Jermaine Hooks, appreciate your time, man. Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for hanging out with Jermaine and I on this episode of Beyond the Velvet Rope. All of Jermaine's contact info, how you can follow him, how you can get information and access to the Tulum, Mexico properties, or anything else that he's doing. Is going to be in the show notes, in the description. Make sure that you connect with Jermaine so you can watch him as he goes to the top. It's not a matter of if, but when, and we know it's going to be sooner than later. I want to leave you like I always do, and that is that I love you, God loves you. There's nothing you can do about it. And until the next time I see you or you see me, don't be average, be world renowned. Peace. That GoPro stopped like 1 minute ago. Oh no, it's okay because we got that hour.